Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Saturday, March 4th, 2023. Lance Brock here again, as always, to talk some pro wrestling this morning. And I just want to start off this episode and apologize for yesterday's. I think I got cut off or stopped recording a little early, and I didn't notice right away that it stopped recording. So there was more of the episode yesterday than there actually was. Once again, I apologize for that. And last night, no episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. So on GMWF this morning, gonna discuss a little bit about last night's Friday Night SmackDown and AEW Rampage. First, though, I did miss a little bit of SmackDown at the beginning, the confrontation between Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn, because here in Michigan I had to shovel some snow last night, so I was not able to catch SmackDown right from the beginning. But I want to say it was right about to start the women's match when I tuned in on Fox. So I did see most of the show, luckily, and all of Rampage. Now to get into SmackDown real quick, the match I was just talking about, where I started was Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan to start off, well, not to start off the show, but to start off the part I saw of the show anyway. And then we see Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar in the back, and they have a match tonight. And backstage, Escobar told Dominic to leave his mommy in the back, but Dominic did not listen. Rhea Ripley accompanied Dominic Mysterio to ringside for this match, and there's one point in the match where Escobar is putting Dominic's face, making him look at the mask of Rey Mysterio, which was given to him by Rey, and telling him to respect his legacy. But with a little help from Rhea Ripley, his mommy, Dominic Mysterio, is able to get the win and defeat Santos Escobar. And in women's action, Shayna Baszler defeats Tegan Knox, and Ronda Rousey, injured now, and her status at WrestleMania is in question, what I see. So who knows if Ronda Rousey will be appearing at WrestleMania this year. Hopefully the injury is not too serious though. And also I want to apologize if you can hear kind of like the crunching of the snow under my feet. Like I said, we did get some snow. And the main event of the evening, we have Solo Sikoa defeating Sami Zayn. And Roman Reigns earlier in the night telling Jimmy Uso to take out Sami Zayn. And he says that next week Jey Uso better be there, or Roman says that he will start blaming Jimmy Uso. So, still don't have anything like a decision just yet. I know Jimmy ended up telling Roman that Jey said to him to tell Roman to leave him alone, but other than that, there really wasn't much. So we'll have to see next week on SmackDown if Jey Uso shows up or not. And then we go over to TNT for AEW Rampage, the final spot before tomorrow night's AEW Revolution pay-per-view. And we start things off with the 4-way tag team match. The Blackpool Combat Club, Dark Order, Top Fight, and Aussie Open. Pretty good match here, I thought, to open up Rampage. The winners of the match, representing the Blackpool Combat Club, Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. And then we go to a commercial break. And sorry about that. And we have women's action up next on Rampage. Riho taking on Emi Sakura. Sakura being one of the ones who trained Riho at a very young age to get into the wrestling business. I enjoyed this match. Pretty good one here. Riho getting the win, defeating Sakura. And then we get video package for the women's championship match. Jamie Hayter, Ruby Soho, and Saraya. And we get Powerhouse Hobbs out next. He defeats Serpentico, excuse me. And he'll be facing the winner of the match at Revolution tomorrow night between Samoa Joe and Wardlow for the AEW TNT Championship. And then in the back we see Konosuke Takeshita kind of doubting himself a little bit and kind of questioning and At one point he even says he may go back to Japan, but then he is approached by Don Callis, and then he says, I think he wants him to give him a week, and then if that doesn't work out, he can go back to Japan. And Don says that he will even drive him to the airport himself. And then we go to Mark Henry discussing the main event. And as Mark Henry says, it's time for the main event. Tag team action. We have Naturally Limitless, the team of the Natural Dustin Rhodes and Limitless Keith Lee, taking on the Mogul affiliates Swerve Strickland and Parker Boudreaux. And you have the veteran Cody or Dustin Rhodes working with some younger guys in this tag team match. I thought that it worked out pretty good, actually. Rhodes and Lee get the win in this one, defeating the Mogul affiliates on the main event of Rampage this week. So that was last night's SmackDown and Rampage. Not full recaps of the shows. And I did miss a little bit of SmackDown, unfortunately. Like I said, had to shovel some snow here in Michigan last night. So tomorrow night we have AEW Revolution on pay-per-view. And so tomorrow morning on GNWF, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a preview of Revolution, run down the card, talk about each match on the show, and then later Sunday night tomorrow, hopefully have an episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic, a full recap of AEW Revolution. Of course, the main event being for the AEW World Championship. Daniel Bryan, I messed that up. Let me start over. For the AEW World Championship, Bryan Danielson taking on Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, in a 16-minute Iron Man match. That'll all be tomorrow night. But first it starts at 7 p.m. Eastern with the 0 Hour, which you can watch on AEW's YouTube for free. And order AEW Revolution on Bleacher Report here in the United States and Fight TV internationally, and also in some other countries, The Zone and YouTube, payperview.com, and of course, probably the most traditional way, either your cable or satellite company on regular traditional pay-per-view, which I'm sure I might be surprised if most orders and views came from the internet these days. So that's all for this episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans, the Saturday episode. Thank you for listening, everyone, right here on Spreaker or wherever you listen at. And remember, you can pretty much find 360 Wrestling Podcasts just about anywhere you can listen to podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Podcast Addict, Castbox, and others. I'm sure also you can listen to the podcast on the 360 Wrestling Podcast YouTube channel. wherever you listen. It would be nice to leave a good review, maybe a star rating, and share. Let your friends know about 360 Wrestling Podcast. That would be great. Hope everyone has a great Saturday tonight, and I will talk to you tomorrow on GMWF. Keep watching pro wrestling.